Hey guys, it's me Munshi. Now let's discuss what happens. Somebody has 12th floor in the 8th house, Jupiter in Scorpio, and Anuradha Nakshatra, Pada 2 Virgo in Navamsa conjunct Venus in Scorpio, and Jyesha Nakshatra, Pada 1 Sagittarius in Navamsa conjunct Mars in Scorpio, and Anuradha Nakshatra, Pada 1 Leo in Navamsa. The 12th house governs spiritual liberation, moksha, hidden realms, sleep, isolation, dreams, foreign lands, and the loss of the ego. The 8th house represents transformation, death, and rebirth, secrets, occult power, and regeneration. When the 12th lord moves to the 8th, it connects moksha, release, and transformation, rebirth, producing an intensely spiritual, psychic, and introspective nature. Core meaning: profound interest in occultism, metaphysics, and afterlife mysteries, extraordinary intuition, dream symbolism, and connection to the unseen. Old soul energy, life guided by karmic memories and inner knowing. The line between the conscious and subconscious is thin. Is thin. Thin. Deep psychological sensitivity. Transformation leads to spiritual liberation. It is often called a moksha exchange. 12 to 8 link. One of the signatures of spiritual evolution through spiritual intensity, to emotional intensity. Jupiter is 12th lord in Scorpio. Jupiter rules wisdom, fate, divine law, and expansion. As 12th lord, it brings inner enlightenment through withdrawal, study, or transcendence. Placed in Scorpio, it merges fate with transformation, wisdom through depth, understanding life's mysteries through emotional experience, healing through fate. You can regenerate yourself and others through understanding hidden emotional truths. Interest in mysticism, astrology, tantra, deep depth psychology, reincarnation. Potential for seclusion. You may need solitude or retreat periods to recharge spiritual energy. This Jupiter is a spiritual alchemist, one who strives to be suffering to enlightenment. Anuradha Nakshatra, ruled by Saturn deity Mitra. Anuradha governs devotion, loyalty, and spiritual friendship through discipline. It sits in the middle of Scorpio, the heart of transformation. Jupiter here shows deep loyalty to truth and sacred knowledge. You may serve as a teacher, counselor, or healer for those undergoing emotional rebirth, emotional rebirth. Further to Virgo Navamsa has a precise, analytical, and service-oriented touch, a healer archetype. Virgo Navamsa also brings modesty, making spiritual wisdom practical and grounded. The conjunction Jupiter plus Mars plus Venus in Scorpio. This triple conjunction in the 8th house is one of the most potent combinations of emotional, psychic, and transformative energy. Mars depositor and 8th lord, Anuradha Padawan Leo Navamsa. Mars owns the sign, making the stellium anchored and strong, gives power, courage, and regenerative strength. Leo Navamsa has pride and charisma, natural leadership in occult or healing roles. Mars ensures its energy acts, not just feels. You can direct emotional intensity productively. Venus Jyeshta Padavan Sagittarius Navamsa. Venus in Scorpio gives deep, sensual, emotional intelligence. Jyeshta has maturity and responsibility. Venus here protects and heals. Sagittarius Navamsa spiritualizes desire, devotion to truth through love, art, or emotional transformation. Jupiter Anuradha Padatu Virgo Navamsa. Jupiter stabilizes and moralizes the passion of Mars Venus. Virgo Navamsa makes you a teacher healer, blending empathy with precision. Combined influence: Mars is equal to energy and action, Venus is equal to love and emotional connection, Jupiter is wisdom and spiritual understanding. Together, Scorpio's depths, spiritual alchemy. You possess the capacity to transform emotional darkness into wisdom and healing. Interpretation: 12th Lord and 8. Spiritual evolution through crisis, intuition, hidden wisdom. Jupiter and, Scorpio, Jupiter and Scorpio, faith and transformation, wisdom of life, death and rebirth. Anuradha Nakshatra, devotion, discipline, spiritual leadership, loyalty to truth. Mars conjunction, power and courage to face the shadow, energy channeled into healing or research. Venus conjunction, deep love, compassion, and capacity for emotional regeneration. Navamsa Leo Sagittarius Virgo, pride plus idealism plus service, combining regal presence, spiritual purpose, and grounded practicality. Overall karma, liberation through transformation, service to others through deep insight. Spiritual and karmic meaning. This is a moksha yogic, yo, moksha, this is a moksha yogic configuration. This is a moksha yogic configuration. It shows a soul on a path of deep inner evolution, often through hidden suffering that becomes a catalyst for awakening. Dreams, visions, and intuition guide you powerfully. You may become a spiritual teacher, therapist, or occult researcher who helps others confront fear or trauma. You understand that to transcend, one must first descend into the depths. Essence quote: You were born to see light within shadow, to heal by entering what others avoid, and to find the divine not in escape but in transformation.